So I got the turn figured out. So the road's closed. There's trucks barreling down on you. The best thing to do is keep a truck a distance in front of you like this, and then when you're coming up to the turn, go really, really fast to get room from the vehicles behind you. And then as you're coming up to the road, you're just gonna get on those brakes super hard and make sure, and that just gives you space from the people behind you. It's yeah, it's freaking creepy. So as soon as you guys see Harmon Den, you freaking gotta be turning. See how fast those trucks come down through here? Oh, that one's a good one. Who's the only one following the speed limit? Figures. Is it higher up? Like, you don't want to get my this. Unlike last time. Alright. So, we are in Hurricane Creek, South Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Near Clyde. Alright, so we just got to this campsite. We met a few guys here. Very nice people. They're actually going up to Windrock, so we won't be doing Windrock this time. We have a video on that. It's just not out yet. What we're going to be doing is Hurricane Creek, and we're just trying to take it easy on this one. Just get away for a while, hit the creek, drive up there. I think it's 5 miles there, 5 miles back, and then we're just going to camp and relax out here with the pups. So when it comes time to airing down, you know, there's lots of different ways to do it. One of the ones that we picked are these little knockoff valve stem adapters, okay? Only bad thing is, every time I show them to people, I forget to tell people not to twist the little thingies. So they're adjustable to whatever pound pressure that you want. But when you screw these little things and screw these little things, then the adjustment's all out of whack. And so now I actually don't know which one is set to 12 foot-pounds. So I just need to remember that for future reference, or get a different set to show other people. So anyway, we're going to take our time here and just see where we are. I don't want to go too quick. What's that doing out here? Somebody slept in it for a while.
You're going to have a drop on this passenger side. A couple inches, not major. You put this rock in front of it.
Oh, okay. That's the same. Oh, we got plenty of room. All right, so I need to straighten out. Put my tires right on that guy's path right there. So we need to go this way a little bit and straighten out.
All right.
What does this mean?
Halt!
Says who?
Oh my God, we've had this conversation like 3,000 times.
Closed fist.
Means stop. Means halt.
This means halt.
They both do. We have had this conversation literally a dozen times. If nothing else, you know that I know. I think it means halt.
Well, I didn't know we were on long-range recon patrol. Halt.
Keep it up.
Alright, there goes your GoPro.
It'll be fine. Maybe. I think it's alright. I think it's alright.
So we're back. Like you said this morning, we are in Clyde, North Carolina, and we did the Hurricane Creek Trail for the first time. It's a cool trail. It's nice and short. There's some technical parts to it. It wasn't too bad, wasn't too muddy today. But a lot of people said that when it gets mudded out, it is pretty deep. And we watched a lot of videos on there, mostly, I guess, in the summertime, and there's quite a bit of muddy water. But here it wasn't too bad. I mean, you can kind of see the forerunner's not too dirty. One of the things about the trail that I kind of learned was, while it wasn't super technical most of the time, the parts that did get technical, they were pretty off camber. So there was a few times where I was worried about kind of sliding, backwards or towards the downhill part of the roadway. So other than that, it was great. A lot of cool stuff to see. Everybody sees the bus, but we saw the bus. We walked over to it. We didn't drive over to it like a lot of people in the videos. It was pretty cool. My favorite part so far was, what is it called? Bear Creek? Say it. What was it?
Bear Wallow Gap.
Bear Wallow Gap. Bear Wallow Gap. That is really cool. If you drive through there, it's about 5 seconds drive through there, but it's 2 giant hills on either side, and it's going to make for some awesome drone footage. We didn't get a chance to do that today because I forgot my drone. I forgot the drone. But tomorrow, we're going to wake up early and see if we can get that footage for you guys. And I think it's really going to add to the video. It's going to be great. It's going to be nice to see, especially from the drone footage. Other than that, so we're here at camp. I bought myself a new toy. It is a battery-powered chainsaw. Awesome. We've been kicking the idea around of getting one of these for a bit. We don't really like wanting to carry too much gas or anything like that, but this thing seems to work pretty well. It works off the same battery as my impact gun. So it's not super loud, but it seems powerful enough to get it done, and the battery seems to last a while. I mean, I cut quite a bit of dead wood already. I didn't bring bar oil, so it still needs that. So that's not a huge issue. I'll have to get some tomorrow maybe. But other than that, we're just gonna see if we can find some more dead wood to chop up and build up our fire for the evening and have some dinner. So we'll see about getting that footage tomorrow morning if it doesn't snow too bad. Oh yeah, one more thing. Sorry about the loud water noises. We're right here next to a creek, and this is a really awesome spot. If you've watched any videos on YouTube, right when people enter the trail, there's a camp spot off to the right side, and that's actually where we are now. There's some really nice folks here packing up as we arrive. We're getting kind of worried. We're like, man, I think the spot is taken. And I was just going to turn around, but Perry's like, hey, see if they're leaving. And so I went up and asked, and luckily they were leaving. They're like, yep, we're going to go do Windrock. So I'm like, sweet. So we took their campsite and shook hands, and they went on their way, and well, here we are. So it worked out pretty good. Camp spots are pretty nice. We're on Gulf Road in Tennessee. We're going back to get those drone shots of that Bear Gap or whatever it was before. I can't even remember the name. But yeah, these areas, these are pretty nice. And if we didn't get that one campsite, I mean, this wouldn't be an alternative. Wouldn't be a bad alternative. I mean, it's kind of far away from Hurricane Creek, but I mean, it's still, we saw a lot of cool stuff out here. So yeah, if you guys want to know where this campsite is, we'll put the coordinates in. You don't have to log on to our Patreon to find out. Hi, Sam.
We don't have a Patreon.
And we don't have a Patreon.
Hi, Sam.
It says no vehicles beyond this point. How can you have no vehicles beyond this point?
Because this is Chestnut Ridge Road up there. That's a road. I think they mean that bridge.
Well, no.
I think they mean that little bridge. Foot traffic only. Which is, yeah, obviously.
Okay, Sam. You okay, buddy? Okay.
Mouth licking there. So this must be the boundary of the state forest. Yeah, it is. Oh, Sammy just puked. Okay. Alright, pull over, please.
need to come look, or think I can do it from here?
I think you can do it.
8-track. Eight-track.
Pick it up and move it, or you use your chainsaw?
Let me see if I can pick it up a minute. Then maybe use the chainsaw. Hey, so we got this giant tree across the road, and I don't think I can move it, so chainsaw. There, stick out your back pocket right there. I used it. So we could have just probably stepped on it and drove over it, but we're overlanding, so
We use the chainsaw.
we got to use the tools. We're like 200 yards from camp, and there's two vehicles airing down in the middle of the trail. So I always thought that it would be like cool to make like a do's and don'ts of overlanding, and like, you know, one of them stay on the freaking trail, don't go into private property, and don't air up in the middle of one lane freaking trail like these two, or air down. Don't air up or air down in a one-lane trail where you're holding everybody up. Unless you're with them. But even then, find a spot to pull off. It's not about like being, it's not like we don't have a lot of time, but come on, it's just rude. That's definitely a don't. I'm just having soup tonight.
You don't want soup?
Yeah.
You don't want to video me cooking soup?
I can. That seems to be what gets the views.
Well, you know what doesn't get views? Airing down in the middle of the trail.
No, that does not get views.
We have a little taco soup. It's supposed to be cold. Well, it is cold. But it's supposed to snow. So, nothing like a bowl of soup in front of the fire. my love.
Some taco soup and a sport. Yeah, it's a sport. It's good. It smells good. Perfect. Fun snow. We need to find some pancakes. I'm hungry.
Okay.
While we were looking for a place to get breakfast, we got flagged down by another overlander in a Tacoma who had a slit in his tire and was stuck without an air compressor. When Josh looked at his tire, it really was beyond just airing it up and putting a plug in it. So he was able to put enough air into it to move the Tacoma off of the road, and then we used our high lift jack to get the spare tire on the Tacoma and get them on their way. While he was helping that Tacoma, another truck slid off the road and into a ditch. Josh offered to help pull them out, but they opted to wait for their insurance company to send a tow truck. Slow going on the interstate.
Yeah. We didn't get no pancakes.
No pancake yet. Pancake's place was closed.
Yeah. What's the name of that town?
Lake Junaluska.
Yeah. Never coming back. It doesn't take me much.
Pilot was open. You got coffee?
Well, good job, pilot. Get it, dude. Oh, we asked for snow. We got it. Oh, look. Look at that. Go kick it.
It's ridiculous.
Kick it. Look at all that. That's crazy.
Look at this on the front.
I can feel it in my bones, and nothing to ask some more. Got me looking like a clown. Someone always let us down. Tell me I'll be what I need. Can't no dude, I got my needs. Rose the girl and kill the sound. Someone always let us down. I can tell that you're a dancer. Throwing your hands in the air that you answer. When I